Hello everyone, this is the recording for IT491 Unit 1. The Unit 1 discussion is due Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. The topic: describe the topic problem you are considering for your project. What was the process you used to narrow your project into something you could implement within an 8-week time frame of this course? How will this project add to your professional portfolio that will help potential employers recognize your knowledge, skills, and abilities? Read through your classmates' responses. Provide feedback on the following. Is the project complex enough to meet the course requirements? Can the project completed within the 8-week term? What additional questions or recommendations do you have? The initial post must be at least 100 words and have at least one APA reference with in-text citation. Now, this 100 words does not include your reference. It also does not include any questions that are in the topic. 3 responses are due Sunday at 11:59 and should be about 65 words each. At least one open-ended question in one of the replies. Now, an open-ended question is one that you cannot answer with yes or no. The Unit 1 assignment is due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Write a proposal for your capstone project using the IT491 Week 1 assignment document. It's attached to the assignment. Right here are some topic ideas that you could look at if you can't think of anything. Do not delete sections of this document, but submit all of it as is and fill in where it says to. Make sure you watch the Week 1 presentation before completing this document. Now, I expect to hear from you before you turn in this assignment with your project proposal so that I can discuss it with you and approve or disapprove, whatever, so that you can go on then and create this assignment because you will be needing it later. So it's better if you get the approval first than having to do this document twice. So the sections are problem definition. It's worth 15 points. It's a little different from the rubric that's showing it. It shows the work log being worth the 15 points. However, the work log does not count for any points until week 6. So this is how the grading will go. Organization, who in the organization you're completing the work for. Is it fictional or a real company? How large is it? You need to answer everything because I will count off if you leave something out. What is the problem you're addressing? For instance, are you moving locations? Are you improving performance? Are you expanding your services? Are you creating a new department? Whatever you've got to have a problem that you're addressing. Outcomes. What would be the desired outcome of this project? These outcomes should be measurable and specific. Now, in the topics, you can choose from. One of them is penetration testing. Be careful if you choose that one because it is not a solution. Penetration testing is not a solution to anything. It either diagnoses the problem and tells you what you need to fix, or after you've fixed it, it tells you if you did fix it okay. Just a word of warning. The technology solution worth 20 points. What is the proposed solution? How do you propose to complete your project? What tools or methodologies such as the network diagram, IP addressing, security technologies, virtualization, operating system will be used to design, implement, and deliver the proposed solution? What type of resources, software, hardware, visualization techniques will you need to complete your project? Now, everyone is going to have to create their own virtual network. I realize that sometimes resources are limited, so you have to have at least one server and one client to show the demonstration. In the real world, you would probably create more than one server, but you can put all the servers, the roles on one server, depending. If you can do more than one, that's fine, but if you cannot, then do the best you can, but you've got to have a server and a client so that you can show me that you've taken care of whatever the problem is. And if you're using software that's going to expire, you're going to have to figure out a way that you're going to be able to demonstrate that, either by installing it later, whatever you need to do. So the objective alignment is worth 15 points. So these are the objectives, and for each objective, you need to address in one or two complete sentences telling how your project applies industry standards to implement and support network systems and computer devices, and so on. You may not start your actual project until you have my approval, so the sooner you get that out of the way, the better. The work log is, you're given the work log in week 1 so that you can keep track of everything that you do. It is a progressive, and the final version will be submitted in week 6, and that's when you'll get the points for it. So keep track of each time you work on the project, the day that you worked on the activity in year, month, day format, the technology or research you used. Research needs to include a full APA cited source. So, for instance, you could do the in-text citation and put the full reference somewhere else. You're going to need that when you get ready to build your paper. And then explain the work you performed on the project. And that's all I have. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I expect to hear from all of you this week sometime.